All right, we're back with some little drop in here. This game I got going on. This is my third or fourth game of Tribe and Tragedy here in the gaming season. And hey, you know it's a good game when you play it till you play it till you can't play no more. You got a headache, you're ready to go to sleep, and when you're laying in bed, you can't wait to get back up and play it again. So yeah, this game here I think is going to go down as one of the better ones out of my little bitty collection. Um, I think it's all the aspects of the game. You know, the economic and every phase takes a while, and it's all in preparation for the big game. There ain't really there's some military going on. Let me give you a little peek here. We've been at it, or I've been at it here for a while, and we're on the 1942 year, and everybody's at peace. I just don't see the profit in declaring war. I mean, it just had, if it would have happened, this is going to be a long story. So let me show you what this is about. If you can get up here to 25 victory points, you win the game. If you get the atomic bomb, and it's getting close for one of my players. The West has already got atomic research to do the second stage. Two more stages will get it, and all I have to do is deliver, but that might be a ways off. We're getting up there in years, and you gotta get the right cards and everything. It's another story. But everybody's going through these little lands here, tiptoeing. Nobody wants to declare war, and the thing of it is, you have to go for the person's capital. And it's not that easy. It's almost like it ain't worth it. It's better to, if you want to play it safe, man, you can go ahead and try it. Hold on a second. All right, thank God for the cough button. But the only one that's getting close in this game, and you really want to start looking at victory points. They tell you to check every turn, but you really don't need to until they get up to around 19 or 20. Then, if you got a lot of peace dividends, you can see in the background and stuff that add to your victory conditions. You want to check. We're getting close to that now. Where when it comes around to the end of the turn, we're going to have to start. I'm going to start looking for these victory conditions. But there's economic victory. There's capturing two capitals, which is really tough, I think, and or the atomic bomb. So everybody just to play it wise. I mean, I'll show you right now. I got some built-up forces. And another thing, those dots on the top of all these units. Let me get my. Well, I got that doing something. My pointer's busy, but they run a number of dice you roll. That's all that is. Those dots at the top are a number of dice you roll in combat. Then they got their hierarchy about which units can go first when they fire. You can see the fortresses, Air Force carriers, and that they all go first. The infantry and stuff kind of go last. But then there's different numbers you need to hit. Infantry is really easy to hit with these fortresses and air forces. So, well, air forces only take one, but they're next in order. It's all kinds of options they designed into this game. Let me show you a little bit of what's been going on in my game here. If I could hold on a second. Okay, I got it anyway. In this little situation here, as a Russian player, I was building up, getting ready to come down and make a sweep. There's a lot of profit in getting these little countries here, boosting these numbers up, getting them up to your victory conditions without going to war and risking your capital. That's just it. So I mean, we'll see what happens. But anyway, the Russian was building up, started invading down here. You can see their little control markers. But he took a swipe at Turkey with one or two units, but the fortress was big enough. When this fortress over here in Istanbul was pretty nice. Got some good hits. He didn't have strong forces, and his attack failed. But whenever you invade a neutral country, you got to pay the other players compensation in the form of action cards. So that's not no big deal. But he went ahead and paid the consequence. But when he didn't capture this area, and he didn't have no forces in there. That was the key. He had no forces in there. The Russian player, it was easy pickings. And that's when the Axis player made his move. He was going to go for Spain, but he got blocked off. He got A good way to put it. He got cock blocked in Spain by the Allies, so he had forces out here. So he went on in here because this is already a violated uh, minor country with fortresses, and it's one of the rules. There was no German units in here, or no Soviet units in here, and that was the key. He'd been defeated. It was open territory. He came in here with this. The German player came in here with his allies, the Italians, and invaded Turkey, snatched it out from underneath the Soviet player with no penalty. That was the key, no penalty, and it wasn't no big deal. It was just they didn't have to give him no cards, but he won't get a peace dividend and all that stuff too. But that was kind of neat the way that worked. The Axis player was out here in the ocean, Western Mediterranean. Allies sensed what was coming on, took it anyway from him. He's like, oh shit, he took my spot, so he was going to go over here. And Russian player failed and moved to Turkey. He said, oh, I'll go on in there and move. So he went in there and took that on out. We're little political moves here. You can see some of the strength of my units. Now these Germans will be flipped around. I flip them around for a little sense of, the unknown. And yeah, it's a great game. Really good. It'll be one of my favorites. I'll probably give it another go here for a game or two, get it down pat. I've been looking for an opponent on Vassal. I haven't seen anybody, so obviously you guys aren't on Vassal. But I don't know what I want to play after this. It's looking pretty good down there. I only played those games once, so I'll have to see. Unless I want to get really take up the rest of my season. Play me some of that Central America or Gulf Strike victory games. More like simulations than they are war games. Them are really complicated, but we'll see. For now, I'm really enjoying this game. Like I said, Triumph and Tragedy, one of my top 3 games. No shit, top 3 games here. And we are enjoying the heck out of this. I think it's going to be hegemonic victory conditions because nobody wants to invade, but we might see what's going on. And like I said, I got some strong units. I can maybe get to Moscow. I don't know how. I know he ain't as strong as me. That's another thing. German units can go up to 4 dice. You see, I got these guys maxed out. Soviets, not as good a quality. They can only go up to 3 dice rolls. That's their maxed out. So strength in numbers as it was historically. Going for that, could be all right. He's got forces down there. You always got to figure if he pushes, he need to take care of your flanks. I might figure something out. We'll see what's up. I like to see some of this ocean warfare too. And of course, the United States is going to start bringing some forces in. There's all kinds of rules on that, their influence. All right, that's about it. I'm going to let it go. And that's what's going on down here in the war room section of the man cave.